Hello, everybody. Welcome to New Consultant Orientation. Whether you're taking this again for a refresher or you're brand new, welcome to the team. Welcome to Tupperware and everything that is awesome about what we do. So I'm going to get right into it because there is a lot to share with you today. This is our success class. When you're brand new in the business, sometimes it feels like there is so much going on and you don't know where to start. So hopefully this will help you get thinking about where is a great place to get started. And this is one of the few steps that we ask you to take when you are brand new in the business. So first and foremost, thank you for joining us and welcome. So today I want you to start thinking about, why did you get started in this business? Why did you say yes to Tupperware? And I'm going to share a little bit about my story with you guys as well. But ask yourself, why are you here? Did you join for additional income? Because there is a lot of money that can be made in this business. Did you join to have some adult time? Do you spend all day with kids, whether it is in your job or with your children? Did you join us so that you can spend time with us during training and weekly opportunities, maybe getting out and making money while you make new friends? What is the opportunity that you chose today? Did you choose for a flexible schedule? You need extra income, but you need a schedule that can accommodate what your family needs are. This can provide a lot, and we have further classes that teach you how to examine your planner and kind of look at your family schedule so that the business can work around you and you don't work around it. Did you join for free vacations, cars, and jewelry? Yes, I said free vacations, cars, and jewelry. We do have those opportunities all the time, and I look forward to sharing more about that opportunity with you as well. Did you join for the discounted or the free Tupperware? We do have opportunities to earn free Tupperware all the time so that you can add to your kit or your kitchen or into your prize closet when it's somebody's Christmas or birthday or anniversary gift that you're looking for. Those are there. Plus, we get a discount on things that are already discounted, which is really cool, so that we are always getting the best deal possible, as we should as Tupperware consultants and team members in this business. Or how about all of the above? And that's okay, because you can have all the above if you choose to. So first things first, today is your day to dream. Might sound kind of cheesy, but I want you to imagine, if you could have anything, what would it be, and how could Tupperware help you to get there? We always say, if you need more money, hold another party. If you need more money, get another recruit and double your income. So those are just a few things, but if you were to dream and you could have any of your dreams come true, what would it be? What would that dream be for you, for your family? What do you work for? What do you get up every morning for? If you could have that dream come true within the next year, would you be willing to work to achieve it? I think most of us, yes. If we want it bad enough, we know how that goes. We work really hard to make sure that that happens, right? In addition to that, I want to share a little bit about my story and why I'm here today. I joined for the discount initially because I just wanted some things in my kitchen and get the best deal on those items, and I was going to be done. When I joined Tupperware, I said this was stupid and I wasn't going to keep doing it. I was going to get a real job. And that was a very long time ago. I joined Tupperware in '99, so here I still am. I had no interest in being that girl by selling a product of any kind. I had other things that I wanted to do, and I wasn't going to be a salesperson. But we've always said, if you love something enough, then you do share it with other people, whether it be your favorite store or restaurant, your favorite movie. Those are still the opportunities to sell an idea to a friend or family member. And so it's the same thing with your Tupperware opportunity, but you're sharing with a lot more people. After showing friends and family the business, the product that I had purchased, I loved it, and my team started to grow because I was passionate about the business. So why I said yes, 6 months into my journey, we became a top manager team. I joined in August, and in March we were one of the top manager teams of the area. I earned an all-expense paid trip for myself and my husband to Hawaii. And I just came home from another free trip to Hawaii that I earned again this last year. And early on, I earned the Dodge Neon. That was the car at the time, and that was my first free car. It was pretty funny, but free is free, right? Not long after all of that, I started growing my director team, and they started growing their director teams, and we blossomed huge. We grew to 6 directors strong and over $550,000 in org sales, is what it was said back in the day. So that's a little bit about the beginning. In 2012, I became one of the area's top leaders in what I named ours to be Divine Enterprises, and my new title was a TOPS. In 2016, Tupperware changed the system. We were officially chosen to be a business leader position by Stanova, our president, and became Divine Enterprise company or franchise, if you will. So I own a piece of the pie, and I can actually retire in this business, and that is an appointed position by our Tupperware president of US and Canada themselves. So that's a pretty cool opportunity and quite a blessing. I've taken several more free trips since then, including a trip to Mexico, Hemingway, Vegas. I went to Zion this last year, an exclusive 12-person trip. That was something we achieved with our president as well. So that was pretty cool, and other things that I've earned. And like I said, I just came back from Hawaii. I currently drive a free GMC Acadia. It's my 20th free car, where Tupperware pays the taxes, title, insurance, tires, services, and other OnStar opportunities. They pay for so many things, which is really, really a nice perk. And we're working on the next level of the car program as well. Additionally, the only reason that I shared all of these milestones is because I want you to know that you can achieve anything you set your mind to in Tupperware and in this business. I truly believe that if you want it bad enough, you will find a way to make it happen. You are the CEO of your business, so let your actions shape how your organization grows. No matter if you need a little extra income or a lot, I can help you because I've already been there, and I've done a lot of these things to have the extra income. There was times when I couldn't even buy formula or diapers for the babies, and I had to hold parties to make it happen, and I did. And that was a very long time ago, as they're out of diapers now. So your story needs to You need to use your pre-Tupperware experiences and the reasons behind your decisions to craft your story. You want to make it simple and concise. Your iStory should be shared at the start of every single party. Even if you've done a party with that group of people, the exact same group of people before, because you never know when somebody's circumstances might change. Your iStory will change and develop alongside your career as more opportunities happen for you, which is really exciting also. And never underestimate the power of me too. When you're sharing somebody else's story and saying that I can do that too, that is very true. And I said that for a long time, and I accomplished a lot of those things. So the first thing that we want to think about, and you might want to have your career guide alongside this so that you can kind of follow along if it's too small to read here. But you want to think about thinking big and starting with goal setting. Goal setting is a really important thing. When you set goals and you work towards achieving them, you can accomplish anything. So we encourage you with your career guide here to list 3 to 5 things that you want most out of your new Tupperware career, no matter what it is. It might be new carpet, it might be to paint your house, it might be to buy a house, it might be a new wardrobe or take a family trip, or just fill your kitchen and your family's kitchen with the most amazing product that we have out there. How will you keep your eye on the present, and what keeps you focused, and what inspires you? I'm going to start with inspiring you, because my kids is what does all of that for me. They keep me on my eye on the prize. They keep me focused, and they are what inspires me. My husband works hard for us every day, and so I achieve to do the same thing as he does, and working hard for a family so that we can have and do the things for our family that we desire to do. And because everything takes money, working is the only way to make money, right, for the most part. And so those are things that we work towards. But additionally, I like stuff. I like to have fun new clothes and shoes. It's just something I would call a habit of mine. And so in order to have those things, again, you need money. So those are my stepping stones along the way. And so in that, do you have a goal in mind for how much money you would like to earn, and in what amount of time would you want to do that? So down at the bottom, there's a little sheet there, how much you want to make each week times 4. Divide that by it gives you your sales goal. You take your sales goal, divide that by 500, which is our national party average, and that'll give you a number of parties that you want to work towards each month. So maybe you want to take a staycation or a big vacation. What's the amount of income that you're going to need in order to pay for something like that? So down at the bottom, we want you to think big, set a goal, make your plan, and let's get going. And everything that Tupperware does, we have a 1-2-1 success formula. So we encourage you to hold 1 party per week, date 2 parties from those parties, and identify 1 potential new consultant from the party. And we can help you in learning how to perfect the skills in working towards those goals as well. Here we have some helpful hints from Cheryl. Cheryl is our Vice President of Leadership and Sales Development. She's been with Tupperware for a very long time, and she's an incredible trainer, incredible lady. So she gives you 3 steps here to ensure host and customers will continue to return. We call those repeat offenders, and you want lots of repeat offenders. So your income needs will determine how many parties you should hold per month. The income needs are times 4, like I said, needed divided by 500 times 30%, and that's not factored into that goal sheet. So you always want to put that in there because you want to have those extra parties up, and that 30% is your cancellation rate. Why do we have a cancellation rate? Because people cancel, or there's lower parties than others. It's kind of like having insurance. You have insurance just in case somebody hits you or an accident does happen. These are things, the same kind of idea. You want to have those insurance parties. So that gives you a number of needed parties you need to schedule each month. Remember to add those insurance parties to guarantee that that continues to happen for you. And then you want to maximize your host coaching to ensure your party average stays where you need them to be for your personal goals. And how that happens is you continue to get regular training weekly, which we have online and in person every single week. And the more you grow, the more you know. We say the more you earn, or the more you learn, the more you earn. And that's why we have regular training for all levels of our business, no matter what your title is in the entire company. We have training weekly for everybody so we can all continue to grow and be our better selves. So there are up to 5 ways that you can make money in this business. The first is, we'll start with how you make money as a consultant. So that's how we're going to start with that. The first 2 ways is your personal profit. So you make 25% off of everything that you personally sell, and then you get a personal sales volume bonus. Those are the first 2 ways that you make money as a consultant. So in this is our new consultant first 30-day potential paycheck. When you hold 2 parties a week, that'll give you 8 parties in a month on average, with $4,000 in personal sales each month. Times 25% gives you $1,000 in commission in your pocket. 4,000 times a 10% bonus is $400. And then we have the Confident Start Rewards program as well. So each week that you work in your first 13 weeks of business, you receive different awards in the Confident Start program in addition to whatever Tupperware is doing on a weekly basis. And that can be up to a $466 value. Towards the end of the program, you can earn that cookware, which is over $1,200 value. And that you also want to share the opportunity with everybody that you come across, because you never know what they need that day. When you do that, you receive gifts often, and the value of that is priceless. So I want you to think about the first 3 people that you're going to go talk to about this business. Whether you know what you're doing or not, it's important to share the opportunity, because you don't know what each person that you come across, whether it be friends, family, or people you don't know, needs. And sometimes Tupperware can provide and fix the needs that they're looking for. Thirdly, you have your building to royalty opportunities. So personally selling 500 or more in sales and having team member sales of 2,500 or more, with those 3 people being active, will make you a new manager, which gives you more bonuses. And in that, we encourage each of those people to be holding 1 to 3 parties a week. So if we do it in this example, you're going to receive 2% off of everything that your team does. So you've sold 4,000. They've each sold 1,500. That gives you team sales of $8,500 in sales, giving you a total of 17 team parties for the month. 8,500 backing out the commissionable volume, which is the 25% everybody already made, you will get the 2% on the 6,375, which is $127.50. On that, you will also receive a Vanguard bonus, which is your 4th way of making income. And there is a different chart for that, so you can refer to your leadership guide for the higher levels. But in this scenario, it'd make $105. That gives you a total profit of $1,632. Total cash and prizes in your first 30 days is $2,098.50. And I want to take you back to the top here where it says hold parties at 2 parties a week. As you increase your sales, your skill level, your sales will also increase, which will put you at the $4,500 level, is what we call our platinum level. And that's something we encourage everybody to work towards achieving. And that takes 10 to 12 parties a month, or the equivalent of, because as your skill level builds, you'll have higher than a $500 party average. So you'll do less parties to achieve those sales. So making money is easy when you hold parties each week. How much money do you want to earn daily? And I haven't even hit the 5th way of making money as a manager. So you can also make money weekly or monthly. So in that, you want to set up your date book. This is a very important part of starting your success. You get a wonderful date book in your kit that comes with some fun stickers to help you start planning out what you want based on the goals and desires that you have. So we have to start using your stickers, set goals, mark important company events, trainings, and to celebrate your different accomplishments as well. Add your personal commitment to the calendars first, so family events, church, work. If you have a regular JOB, we call the JOB just over broke, kind of a little funny there. YOB, your own business, and I'll show you how that color codes here in just a minute. And that is with trying the highlighter system for maximum control, so that we can show you. You want to use the hot dates to stay in charge of your own schedule, and this is one of the many perks of your YOB. Review your scheduled Tupperware days to make sure they're in line with your goals. So based on what your goal is, how many parties do you need to hold? How many slots do you need to have in your planner in order to make sure that that happens? So here's a little Tupperware trivia for you. What is the first thing that Cheryl tells you to do with your Power Chef? If you've watched some of your videos on the back office, you'll already know the answer to that. If you haven't had a chance, I encourage you to go into your back office and click on the training tabs and look for the videos with Cheryl, and she'll show you some really great things. So moving forward, the core is what our business is about. The core of Tupperware is the party, and that it has been for 69, now 70 years actually. Because we are the host, we give the most rewards, honestly, of all in-home businesses. The host gives great word of mouth for marketing for you. We serve the community by teaching people to have a Tupperware home, and home is just an acronym that Tupperware uses for lots of different things, but it is our household, our opportunity, making money, and the environment that we can help in our Tupperware business. Everyone comes to one central location, so you're not chasing orders around. That's the benefit of having an actual in-home demonstration, that you can partner with the other opportunities as well. Immediate income is available, so you can go home and you can buy the things that you are needing. Like me, sometimes, like I said, it was formula, it was diapers, there was different things that I needed, and so it provides the instant income going home from those parties when you receive cash and checks. When you receive credit cards and debit cards, you input that information based on the training that you can also receive on how to input orders also on the back office. And those received income will come from Tupperware as well. It gives you future business. It's a lot easier to get future business from people when you do have parties live and in person, because people want to be a part of that more often. And everyone is a possible new team member. When you have the opportunity to see people and talk to people, they are more likely to be interested in what you have to share because they have seen you in person. So that is a little bit about the core of the Tupperware business for you. So let's see here, moving forward in here, your grand opening party. This is number one when you're starting your Tupperware business. We highly recommend that everybody has a grand opening party. And that is where your consultant that recruited you, their manager or their director, is going to come and do a demonstration for you. You are the host. You receive all the host credit, and the person working for you that night is helping you to date parties and get recruits. They don't keep the parties, they give them to you, and they take the income they've received to pay for the time that they have given that night and also helping you additionally. Your Go Party should be held within your first 10 days in your Tupperware business of signing up. This party should be completed by your recruiter as your manager, as I mentioned, and even your director. The focus is securing long-term business by filling your date book. Going back to who holds that party for you, it initially is always your recruiter unless they're also brand new, and that's when we also encourage a higher up to do that for you because we want to help you grow in your business more. Sales are not the focus, they're a plus. They're a plus because we want to get a good sized party for you to help you have great host rewards to build your kit. So you want to also be there to watch and learn. So you're taking notes, you're observing how things happen because your recruiter or manager is there to help you learn. Your grand opening is best held in person alongside with Zoom, which we use as a platform regularly so that additional people that aren't there can be helping. You can also use Facebook Live if you choose to. Your role is to bring everyone together and to be the hostess with the mostest, but be ready to learn. So still serve your friends and your family and be there to be a great host, but you want to be very observant of what is going on. So the Confident Start program is something that you can continue to have in this business, some really great perks that you can have. You can see here with this Grow in Confidence poster. Through 1 through 7 is your levels, and you have great perks in here. I highly recommend that you always choose logo items anytime that it is offered, and you always choose the items with the highest value so that you can get the other items at a lesser cost through your grand opening or through the sampling program, which all consultants and team members have when you're active. You can also have the opportunity in level 2 to receive your kit for free by having your first 4 parties. The first one usually pays it off for you that you go and do on your own after your grand opening. In level 7, that is where you have the opportunity to choose the iPad or the cookware. I personally recommend the cookware. It's over a $1,200 value. iPads and opportunities with Apple are ever changing, and so a lot of times those things tend to be outdated, and you can buy those things at great discounts with the money that you'll make in this business, and you can have the cookware at such a great cost. It's actually only about $3 to you depending on the tax of your area. Our story is really important that you know that and understand that as well, because it's important to know our history of the business, how long we've been around, and what we stand for and believe in. Which award excites you the most? So I want you to go through your poster that you get in your kit and circle the rewards that you're looking forward to. Level 3, you should know, is always the host gift special of the current catalog. So when we're between catalogs, sometimes it's nice to hold off on the coupon that you'll receive, and that is you'll learn how to do that in the back office training on how to put in orders. But when we're between catalogs, sometimes you want to make a quick decision. So check with your director and see what the best opportunity is for you based on what your needs are. Use this poster to set target dates and celebrate your achievements. It's really cool when you get these rewards each week as you're accomplishing different things. You also want to share the Tupperware story at your parties to build credibility, customer brand recognition, and to instill confidence about what Tupperware has to offer. So going back to the date book, something that I was talking about earlier, you want to take a minute and pull out your highlighters if you have them. So I'll take a second here. And you're going to want 3 different colors. I personally recommend, for myself, I use P for Pink Personal, and that is birthdays, doctor appointments, family time, other appointments. I use yellow for my YOB, and that is party options and where I want to hold parties. B, Blue Business, and that is for our weekly meetings on Monday nights that we have. It could be for training that we have, our Spring Fest, our Fall Fest, our Jubilees, which we'll talk about later. And another option is purple that you can use for parties or booths, parties for grand openings that you're doing, additional things that are part of your business, but you don't always see income directly out of them. They're just helping you to grow your business. We always say, remember, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. And this is a really important part of the Tupperware opportunity in planning your schedule accordingly so that you can have the best opportunity sharing with other people, but helping to keep yourself focused and organized and not feel like you're always chasing your tail because there's so much going on. So there's some really great opportunities here, and I'd be happy to show you how this can work for you in your business. So actually, I'm going to go back to this for a second and take it off of the screen for you because I want to show you. I personally use the Passion Planner. I love this. This is a really great planner if you want to grow more in your business. The date book that comes in your kit is really good, but it is a little bit more limited. So if you want to grow more, you want something that gives you a month at a glance and a week at a glance. And what I like about Passion Planner and the Law of Attraction planners is, and you can find those both at passionplanner.com or lawofattraction.com, and you can get those and pre-order them about the fall time for the next year. And what's great about both of those is they start really early in the morning because all of our schedules are different. So they start usually about 6 in the morning. I believe they're both the same till about 11 o'clock at night. We tend to do parties at night or on the weekend. So if you have a date book that goes 8 to 5, where do you write in your details? I write in my details of my party, and I'll start the time. Maybe you're holding a party for me, so I would schedule your time at 6:30, and I would arrow down in that time slot, and I'd write your address, what your theme is, what your recipe is, additionally, those kind of things. And then I do want to show you in our planner, we highlight a lot of our planners in an outside box and not color the whole thing in, with the exception of your yellow. So your Be Blue Business might be just the section that you're highlighting, that area. Same with your pink, or maybe the whole day because you're doing an activity for the whole day in one of those colorings. But your yellow might just be in the time slots in your month at a glance, so that you're just filling in those spots because it's lighter, and that is where you're going to fill in time slots and who's holding the party and those kind of things. So going back to our screens here, that is more about that, and I'd be happy to spend some time with you or your manager or director on how to do the calendar that way. I challenge you to try it for 3 months. If it doesn't work for you, maybe check with your leader as what you may have done differently or why it didn't work for you, so that we can help you in that, and to make helping it work for you, or finding a different system that would work better. So as I was starting to share moving forward here, we have our new business best start checklist. And this is a checklist for you to help you set up your personal calendar for the first month. You can see the 1-2-1 plan down at the bottom that I referenced to earlier. And this is a sheet that you can pull right off the website or off of our Divine Facebook page as well. And this is at the yes, what are some of the steps that you need to do for yourself in schedule? scheduling. And then for your first 24-hour checklist, some of the things that you might do. Now, based on your schedule, that 24 hours might be 48 or 72 hours, but we do encourage you to do these things quickly so that you can learn and start making money right away. Setting you up for success is essential to your business, and that is why we push to help get things done for you so you are making money right away and earning your rewards. You want to be sure to ask your leader about anything having the Tupperware, be sure to ask your leader about having the Tupperware card to use for your orders and to receive your direct deposit to have your money faster as you are putting orders in and doing those parties. So check with your leader about that. Tupperware business basics for yourself, pop-ups and events. You have an opportunity to participate in pop-up parties all over our company, so you want to ask your director about this and what that means for you. And we also have additional events. These are guest events designed to give you and your host a place to hold parties. Sometimes we hold them locally in our office. We might do them at a pizza place, in your home as a group event, or different facilities that we have based on where we are in our location. For your pop-up parties, those are quick events that you might have with a director, or to have a refire party for new consultants, or even for yourself as you grow. If you're considering holding a pop-up in your local area, please check in with us for the official format and company sponsorship information, because there are different things that I can do as a business leader to help accommodate that for you. And sometimes it's just something that we teach you how to do a customary outline to make it most rewarding for you as well. All events must be approved by the business leader, and those are more so for your booths and those kind of things, because they do have some legal things that follow up with it, and paperwork, and also with Tupperware. So Tupperware trivia, some more trivia for you. What is the highest recommended temperature for the silicone spatula? Again, that's in your kit. So if you've played with the box a little bit and all the product that comes with that, make sure you're reading all those little Tupperware guides that come with each one, so you know how to use the product that is initially in your kit. And as you receive additional product throughout your Tupperware business, make sure you're aware of the uses and how to use them properly as well. So holding your first party. When it comes time for you to run the show, feel free to ask someone to attend that you know, but know that this may not always be possible. And so what does that mean if you're scared to do the first party? I know I was. Nobody could come with me, so I had to do my first party on my own. And it was okay, because you know what? Eventually you have to first hold your first party on your own anyways, and that's totally okay. But we know that it can be scary. So if it does make you feel more comfortable and more confident, definitely get with your recruiter or your manager and see if they're available to help you. Know that many people have been in your shoes, and we are willing to help you whenever and wherever that we can. There is no such thing as a Tupperware emergency, so you have to learn to go with the flow. And what this also reminds people of is that we're all human. It doesn't have to be perfect. And when we try to make it perfect, it does make recruiting and dating harder, because they like somebody who flows naturally as well. Focus on your host and making sure that she or he understands how to maximize the Tupperware benefits by using our 5-star host coaching program, which I'll show you here in a minute. Boy, I can't talk today, can I? Dating 2+ parties at every party you hold is the key to success. Less than 2+ parties will put you out of business in 5 weeks. So you do want to do the things that makes your job easier, and that is trying to date parties always at the party. Use your party as your office, because then you don't have to go back and make phone calls that sometimes can be scary. When you focus on 2 parties at every party, not only are you helping your own personal date book, but you're helping your host to get all the rewards that she deserves as well. So what is a 5-star host? You can be a 5-star host, and this includes your grand opening party as well. So this is just a letter that you can give to your host to help them to have the most success at their party. And it goes on to say, I am so excited you've decided to host your own Tupperware party with me. My hosts are truly the stars of my business. My goal is to get you everything on your wish list for free or half price. And these 5 simple steps will help you to achieve that goal. So if you think about your hand or star, there's 5 tips. The first one is keep your date and time. And I always give rewards when they do each of these things as well. They might be keychains or the tiny treasures that we can receive. We have a lot of little products that we can get and we don't sell, but we can use to help grow our business. So I would give an extra gift when they hold on their original date and time. Collect 10 orders prior to their party of any size. That tells them it doesn't matter how big or small they are. It encourages them to just keep asking people. Have 10 people attend your party, and don't forget Frank. Frank is your friends, your relatives, your associates, maybe your neighbors, and whoever the kids know. Have 2+ friends date their Tupperware party with me from 2 days from your party. Blind dates give you both a business, and then blind dates, give you both a business gift. So I'm going to give her a gift for helping to get those parties for me before I ever get to her host's house, or I'm going to also give her new host, those people dating parties, an extra gift as well. Spend 10 minutes with me after your party asking me everything that you want to know about my business. Have a friend join us to earn this final star. This is really important because sometimes people have prejudgment about what our business is about. And so when we help them to understand better how easy this can be, they're pretty interested and their party can turn into their grand opening party. And I would even say at this point here, you can spend 10 minutes with me before or after. And 10 minutes anytime before, like tonight when I'm dating your party, or the day or 2 before is okay as well. When you earn all 5 stars, you'll receive a bonus award, plus you will enjoy 10% discount with me for the duration of this current catalog. How cool is that? That creates a repeat offender, right? When you join my team prior to your party, prior to your party, we will the party to your new account. So we will give the party to your account, giving you all of the host rewards plus the sales credit to help you pay off your kit through our Confident Start program. I'm happy to tell you more about it. I'm always just a phone call or a text away, so please holler with any questions. So let's see, the 5-star date and hold are an original date of. So this might be a sticker that you make on different labels. Perfect party, 5 to 10 guests in attendance, 2+ datings, and 5 to 10 outside orders. So you can use either use the letter inside the packet or the sticker on the outside of the label. So use your mid-month brochure as invites to the party. They are designed to be used as with mail or in-person invitations. And you can see, as you guys will see when you open these, they have the To What Where From Why on them, but it creates that sneak peek of what's to come. And then you have your party pass, and this is the envelope that you want to help them with. So 5-star host coaching. Once you've coached your host, her day and time is locked in. So that is that one first point on the star. Keeping this date and time will help you plan your business as well as create stability for her party and guests. It also helps create stability for your date book so you're not having rearrangements and having to change your schedule. Also, collecting 10 orders. This encourages your host to talk about her party. It includes instructions for collecting payment. So you can include it or you can do it word of mouth. Just teach them how to use the order form. That is a really important part, that they understand how to use that order form and how to collect orders by whether you use the long order form or the shopping order form. So I'm going to show you with the shopping order form changes every time the catalog changes. So it's important to know that. The short order form stays the same almost always unless they change our shipping or that kind of thing. So make sure they fill out their personal information and all the things up here, because it even gives check marks for the opportunity to date a party. Direct shipping, if they want to pay the additional, they can do that as well. And then they can fill in the product information, quantity, and pricing, and you can help them with that. Down at the bottom, this is really important. Anytime that I'm taking somebody's credit card, I always take this and I flip the colored copies back so I only have my white copy so that it doesn't imprint their credit card information onto the carbon copies so that nobody else can accidentally get their hands on that. Only I do. And then your little gray box here has the I'm interested in a party, I'm interested in a fundraiser, or I would like to know more about the sales opportunity in Tupperware, either part-time or full-time. That's a really fun box for them. So encourage them. Everybody who fills this out completely gets another prize from me, so that when they come to your table and you have a bowl full of goodies, whether it be tiny treasures or things like that, because I use the keychains for datings, then you can fill, if they filled this in up here and filled the dating in, they get additional gifts, right? In addition, you have the how to order, and so this gives you the product total, and then the shipping, and then the tax. Yes, shipping is taxable. And then there's the roundup total. The roundup is the additional, when there's change left over and you want to make it an even amount, that additional total in there gives you the, you can add that on there, and that gives that total, what goes in there additionally. I'm trying to think of the words for it. The CFB roundup total goes right to the Boys and Girls Foundation of the area that the order is being shipped to. So that's a little bit on your order form. Okay, so also orders can be of any size when they're collecting their orders, so make sure that they understand that, and the host should have payment ready to give you at the time of the party. So when you're coaching your host to have orders collected ahead of time, make sure they understand they need to be prepaid as well, and when you'll be submitting the payment. That is often important for people who are using a credit card if it's around a payday, so that they know when that is going to be pulled out of their account or checks will be cashed. Sometimes that will determine how big or small their orders are. With Frank, here's a little bit for you. So you want to date your first parties using Frank for yourself as well. And how can you do that? You may not have heard of Frank, but he knows pretty much everyone and will help you build your initial contact list. To begin building your contact list, add your friends, relatives, acquaintances, neighbors, and the kids' friends' parents, right? Down at the bottom, take care of your T-zone. This is really important. Does everybody in the neighborhood know that you're the Tupperware person of the area? Not that, take care of your T-zone means that not that one, your Tupperware zone. Reach out to everybody both across, in front, and around you. Again, you see a little picture here. So this is a little list. This is also in your initial paperwork that comes in your kit box, so maybe take a minute and grab that. This means friends, relatives, acquaintances, neighbors, and your kids' connections, as I just shared with you. Party planning packet. This is so important. Follow up and follow through are key to having your best parties. Follow up, follow through. Put that in your brain, implement it really strong because it is really important. Party planning is best done in person or at the party if anywhere possible. Select a date or pencil it in for a tentative date and then call within 24 hours if they do pencil it in. I always say, I will schedule you in for this date, and if you don't call me by tomorrow, I'm going to assume we're good and we're set to go with this date. Have packets pre-made with 4 catalogs and 4 brochures or flyers, in addition to any sales flyers that might be current for that week, and 5 order forms, the short ones that I just showed you. Perfect party sheet, and that's another sheet that you can find on the back office. Opportunity flyer and the host flyer, so always make sure everybody has a kit flyer, basically is what that's about, so that they know the opportunity that they can have as well, and the host flyer, so if there's additional host opportunities going on, make sure that's included. Have your host coupons or your 5-star sheet if you choose, and your guest mailing list with self-addressed stamped envelope if you choose to do that, because different people do different ways of inviting people. So if they're strictly a phone call and Facebook person, then they won't use the guest mailing list. If they do, be prepared to have that envelope for them to be able to return it. And that might be your 40 and 4 minutes sheet that you can also pull off of our back office. Packing and order taking instructions if you choose to, or send with a thank you note later. and then a thank you card with a stamp. This one is kind of important that you keep it secretively pulled aside. So as you're party planning your hostess, you pull it aside, put it in your date book, and then when you get home or even in the car before you leave her house, when she's not watching, you're going to write her or him a quick thank you card. It already has a stamp on it, so you can drive by your post office or your mailbox quickly and pop it in the mail the day of the party that you just dated, so they receive it within 24 to 72 hours, thanking them for dating their party. So how do you properly party plan? Here's a whole party planning checklist that we have with our new consultant file that you can pull from the Divine page, and all of these sheets are in there for you with the new consultant file. This gives you initial host coaching and how to, the first follow-up and contact information, the second follow-up contact information, and the final host coaching call day or the night before of the party. And then after the party, how do you handle that? This is a really, really important form here because, as you heard me say just a minute ago, follow up and follow through are a key component to proper host coaching in order to make sure that your host doesn't cancel on you and doesn't try and have a lesser than party or at all. And this is really important that you do keep in contact with them and you know what to call on. Always end those phone calls with saying, and you know what, tell me, how is your orders coming along today? That's reminding them that you do expect them to have outside orders before. In your packet here and in the folder, it helps them to start creating a list as well. That it says the more the merrier, and it gets them thinking about who they can invite. Also, keep every party as simple as possible. This helps you with dating for later and recruiting because it makes it more natural and it makes it more attainable when it's simple. When you complicate your business, people don't always want to be a part of it. So with this, the host program is a really, really important part of understanding our business. So I encourage you to grab a catalog and you can see the chart that follows alongside this on your host pages. The host program starts at the $1,000 level. You want to host coach everybody to have a $1,000 party. When they fall short, it's okay because they're still going to get free product. But when they have a $1,000 party, they get more. So at a $1,000 party, they get 20% of the sales before shipping and tax and up to 3 items for half price out of the catalog. So anything that is a half price selection will never be a brochure item or anything that's on sale. Also, their free product is always out of the catalog and never out of the brochure, with the exception of the host gift special. The percent that they earn and their half price items are separate. They cannot be combined. And you can see the chart is based at a $275 party and higher, a $500 party and higher, and $1,000 and higher for the percent of their party sales. Standard host program and host bonus offers are different. The standard program is consistent, and that's the chart you're looking at now. And the bonus offers change and sometimes mean nothing at all. There's not always a bonus offer for your host, so when there is, you always want to capitalize on that. The host program versus the host bonus. The host program never changes. The percentage and the half price items remain the same based on their sales. The host bonus is an extra host incentive, and it's always in addition to the host program. Most of the time there's also a host bonus, but not always, so don't always count on it. And that will help you to keep your datings in closer as well. It always has a specific date and requirement, so pay attention to your brochures. It's really important because when they want to buy or date after the required dates, then they often can't, and they can get frustrated in that. And there is usually a small copay amount when there is a bonus. The reason that people date parties is because you create a desire for the 4 F's. Food, so you always, always, always want to do a recipe. Camaraderie is built around food, and people often spend the most quality time around food. It's a proven fact. So you want to master a couple recipes that you love and you're really good at. I highly recommend that you always use a premium product, one of our cookers or cookware, and you always use one of our choppers or more. That is a really important factor in that as well because it will increase your party sales at every party. Or it will increase your datings as well. You want to have fun. It's important to have fun. It doesn't have to be a perfect party. I've had parties that people want to have a Mexican theme or an 80s theme, or maybe an Asian theme or an Italian theme, or a shabby chic party. They do different things all the time, so just have fun with it and offer different ideas. If you're going to do a mommy and me party, make sure you're prepared for that, and make sure that you bring product that is accommodating to the children that are there. They date for friends. They love socialization. For people who often work, and so many people work more outside of the home than in the home now, that they really enjoy these type of parties, not just because you're there and they know they're buying product, but because they're there to learn how to use a product, or to, I'm not a very good cook, never have been, so the recipes that I'm good at, I'm really good at, and I enjoy learning how to do new recipes when I like the food. So that's also important for people, that they want to do those things, and they like being social around a kitchen and enjoying each other's company. And then they date for free product. I love, love, love a greedy host. I love a host who wants to get as much free product as possible, because then she is often going to get more orders and collect more for us as well. So dating tips to fill your date book. Find your specialty. Again, find those recipes that you can master through cooking and using your product, having great themes, and then CKP. CKP stands for Custom Kitchen Planning, and that is used through our Freeze It Plus containers, our Fridge Smart containers, and most importantly, our modular mates. Modulars are a huge part of our custom kitchen planning opportunities. Dating conversations and scripts that we provide, and games. You want to do these things at your parties, even if it seems cheesy. Otherwise, sometimes you don't get parties at all. Sometimes your personality is dynamic enough that you don't need these and you'll get your datings, and sometimes it's not, and it's okay. Might depend on the day that you've had. So it's important that you also are working to perfect your word choices. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect, but perfect them in a way that you feel confident in what you're saying and sharing with people. And then sometimes people like to play games, so do that if you need to use that crutch as well. And we teach you how to use games, and there's videos provided on the Divine page as well. Use FORM and LEAP. So what does this mean? I'm going to share what these things mean for you. FORM is an acronym that stands for Family, Occupation, Recreation, and Message. Family, Occupation, Recreation, and Message. And LEAP. LEAP stands for Listen, Empathize, Ask, and Produce. So by using these things, you're finding out about that person and what does Tupperware need to do to help them, whether it be to help them with great product in the kitchen, to help them earn a ton of free stuff as a host, or to learn how to use this and make more money in the business. The host gift special is a key component to having at your parties. I highly recommend, if you have to choose one, you choose the one from the catalog only. And if there is 2 or 3 options, buy those additional ones at sample cost if you can have those at your parties. But having your host gift special is like having a dressed mannequin. And when your mannequin isn't dressed and it's naked, you will struggle in getting those parties for dating. That is really important, that you always have your host gift special and build the desire and wanting to have that item. They don't always end up choosing the host gift special, even though that's what they dated for, but they often that's what gets them dating parties. Party dating activities or games, you're not through until you've dated 2. And remember, if you're not dating 2, you're cheating your host out of her host gift special. So really work hard in dating those parties, not only, again, to fill your date book, but to make sure that your host always gets the things that she deserves. Close party planning completely, and don't cut corners. Sometimes we're in a hurry to get out. We're tired. The host might be tired. There's a lot of people there. It's loud. It's noisy. And you just want to go home. I've been there, done that. It is really important that you party plan your host and you don't cut your corners and you do everything completely. Because if you don't, sometimes they don't remember things, and it is important that you do these things in order to have perfect follow-up and follow-through in your business. And then set the date on your 3-week calendar. Your 3-week calendar, it's important that you have a calendar that we provide for you. It's also on the Divine back office page, and you can either do one of 2 things. You can make multiple copies and write it out each time you go to your party, or you can get a laminated copy and use wet erase markers. And it just kind of depends on what you want. You don't want it to be too busy, and you just want to mark where you plan to have parties, so you might use a star or an asterisk. And if you're having a rally, maybe because our rallies are on Monday, you just write in rally. What's nice about that, or you can write in Tupper Fun Night, however you choose to word that. What's nice about that is it's a recruiting opportunity. So when they say, what is Tupper Fun Night, or what is rally, that gives you the opportunity to say, oh, this is free training that we offer each week to our team members. And that's a recruiting bid for you. Also, when you have personal things on there, maybe you have a nail or a hair appointment on a certain night, then you can put your nail lady's name at that time, but it doesn't say nail appointment. It just says her name or his name at a time, and then that will indicate that you're busy. And busy people make the best consultants also, because they see more people like your host. And so people want to party with people who look successful. So sometimes you got to fill it in with some extra things in there. And I'd be happy to show you one in person as well. What are the 6 most common objections that we hear? I'm too busy. You just heard me say busy people make the best consultants and the best hosts, because we see a lot of people, which means we have a lot of contacts to help further our business. My friends won't come, or I don't know enough people. That's all right. I shared with you guys early, I started this business early on. I started when I was 19. I had 3 people at my party: my mom, my sister, and my best friend. My sister and my best friend didn't order at all, and my mom ordered a courtesy order. So I didn't have much happening at my business at my first grand opening, which I didn't even know was my grand opening, and I still started my business. And I have met so many people along the way. So I always say that's okay. Invite your closest friends and family over, and people who you don't want in your house anyways, tell them you're having a book party and collect their orders with those 10 orders we ask you to get with our 5-star host coaching. My house is too small. That's okay. Do you have a friend that we could use her house and I'll bring her a free gift, or a pizza parlor or a clubhouse? Or maybe we can do a 3-2-1 party at your office. We can do 3 of your favorite products and just have it at one location with 2 small quick recipes or things like that. My husband won't let me. That's often an excuse. That's a way to get out of it. It's not, sometimes that's the case, I understand, for some people, but it's often an excuse that people use. So try and find out what the objection really is and overcome that instead. Too expensive, or I have too much Tupperware. I always say you never can have enough Tupperware. And do you need it for a gift, or do you need to update your kitchen with the latest colors or the newest product to show you how to make your life easier in the kitchen? And too expensive, I always think, you know what, you're getting the best product that there is in the world, and we don't have any added chemicals that cause cancer like so many other things. So you definitely are getting what you're paying for, and I'd love to show you what you're paying for. Can I do a book party? Absolutely. Let's party plan you anyways and make sure that you have everything that you need. And then if you decide to have your closest friends and family over, you'll be ready and go and be prepared. I will tell you that a book party sometimes is often a little bit harder. So if you find that you have enough time to have an actual demonstration, I'd be happy to come over and do something quick for you and your friends and your family. So for continued dating success, when they learn, they return, gain product knowledge, and they develop a specialty. Always leave them wanting more, giving them did you knows. Giving them fun facts is important because it makes them show that you're educated on what you know, what you're doing, even if you aren't always, but also gives them the opportunity and the excuse to want to come back and learn more from you. Have fun. So again, theme your parties, whether it be a recipe or a century party, whatever you choose to do, and you're never through until you've dated 2. You've heard me say that many times. Always have a focus of dating 2 parties at the party, and date them into the next 2 to 3 weeks for your host to receive her best rewards, and also to keep your date book in check. If you're dating 2 and 3 months out, sometimes and often those parties cancel long before you even have the opportunity to follow up with them. Develop dating skills at meetings and events. We have constant training for you always. So we're always looking to show you new fun ideas, how to party plan, how to date, how to recruit. We have constant training, how to remind you how to do different things. And remember to redate your host. Those greedy hosts that you have, ask them to be a host for you in our 3 big months of the year, January, May, and October. And then if they want to continue to have more, ask them to do more. Some of your best hosts become your best consultants, right? So go and start making those phone calls. Life is about 10% of what happens to us and 90% of how we react to it. So go and make phone calls. Look for the yeses. I bet you can't get through all these little bubbles and check mark them for 100 no's before you get to a yes. And I encourage you to go and make those 100 phone calls. And every time you get a yes, you got to start over, because you'll never get to 100 no's when you're asking with a desire and a focus of giving them the best opportunity and not what's in it for you. If you have people who are generous, ask them to date a party for you, because generous people will do things to help you, and they bring you greedy hosts, which get you even more rewards. And then at the party, how can you follow the step-by-step opportunities? Most parties start anytime between 6 and 7, so this gives you a basic timeline of what you can do. And if you talk too much, just know that this timeline will go on a little bit further. So you'll find this guide here is page 27 in your Getting Started guide. So you can go through what this timeline might look like for you based on your situation in your town. So more Tupperware trivia. How many times a year do catalogs change? I kind of already shared that with you. This one I'm going to tell you. They change in January, May, and October. So we always have a new catalog launch in December, in April at our spring sessions, and in September at one of our fall events. And you'll always get to see fun new things then. Okay, so there's a little Tupperware trivia for you. And remember, when the catalog changes, so do our long shopping order forms. And you got to pay attention to those dates, because often colors and prices can change. Host coaching, dating for future parties. Anyone you cannot attend should be asked to date a future party. Those are your Facebook Live attendees, and also your Zoom attendees, or people who placed an outside order. Make sure you follow up with those people who dated outside orders who are not in any kind of attendance, and thank them for their order and offer them the opportunity to date a party. 2 future dates are required for the host exclusives. That's your host gift special. However, more dates equals more success for you, so encourage your host to date beyond the 2 needed. I always give her an extra gift for every party that's dated after those 2 that are live in-home demonstrations. Date more parties than you think you need for the insurance opportunities, and to help you grow your team through dovetailing. Dovetailing is the opportunity that when you double date yourself, or you have too many parties that you can't hold, you can start giving those to your team and helping build their date book so that you can have more success and more income. You're not through until you've dated 2. Have we said that enough for you? Here's a little bit of an example of that 5-week loss if you choose to not continue to date parties. Week 1, you'll go from 4 parties to week 4. You could be out of business when you're not dating parties at those parties. And you see there's a cancellation column in there, because you always want to have those insurance parties dated, so if cancellations or low parties happen, you still have great business. So when you do this system, you'll have 2 parties dated at every party, even if you have cancellations, and you have 26 parties held in that 4-week time frame, or 26 parties dated, 13 parties held. That's pretty awesome. Host coaching, and here is the opportunity. You're enjoying the Tupperware benefits, so why shouldn't they? Successful parties lead to increased recruiting. So let me just share with you on this. When you share the benefits at your party, you never know whose life you could change that day. It's really important to make sure to talk about the Tupperware opportunity. I would have never in a million years thought I'd be a Tupperware lady, and it has changed my life. And I know for many of you, it has changed your life as well. So I encourage you to always ask, because you never know who woke up that morning and asked God to give them something that day. And it could be you. So starting small, thinking about your first 30 days, what do you need to do to focus in your first 30 days? And then track the opportunities that you have in this business. Talk to your upline about the important happenings in your organization and the key dates plus the events listed to the left that we have. And so what that is we're referring to our calendar in our Divine Calendar, which changes every month. So make sure that you're aware of the things that are going on. Post your Start Small checklist where you'll see it daily, maybe on your mirror in your bathroom, on your desk, on your refrigerator, whatever works for you and your family. Review it weekly to make sure you don't miss a single opportunity so that you're making more money and earning more gifts and changing more lives. Set a 30-day celebration with your family as a special thank you for their support. So reward your family for going through this with you because they're a big part of it and you need that support system. And when you don't have a support system, know that your upline and your Tupperware family will always help you. My family didn't support me in my business for many, many years. Even a favorite restaurant and a Redbox movie can help keep them engaged. It's really fun to say to your family, let's go to the movies. It's on Tupperware because you paid for it. Make sure you have the monthly Divine Company calendar to stay engaged as well. And again, that changes every month, so make sure you keep that in your calendar. More trivia. What does Cheryl say about modulars in the kit? This is when you want to watch the video, so make sure you go to your back office and watch another Cheryl video. She is absolutely phenomenal, and you can learn a lot from her. And every Tuesday, she does a weekly training, and on Wednesday, she often does hump day training, and those are found on Facebook, so you can go and find those, and we post those for you as well, so you can learn from those too. At the party, guest introductions and stories are important too. Demonstration and cooking is an important part of the opportunity that you use in this business. So have everybody introduce themselves, including your host. Sometimes it's fun to say, tell me how you know our host and what do you love about her? And that starts a really positive thing going on at your parties. And then share your story as well. Make sure it's short and simple and to the point. And it's kind of like a soap opera. Leave them wanting more and asking questions later. Doing your demonstration and cooking at a party is a key component to a successful party. When they see how product is used and when you're using premium product, they want more of it. So if they aren't buying it, they're dating parties to get it for free, and that helps your future business. Dating and recruiting games or activities at your party is also very important because then they continue to be a part of your business, they stay engaged, they're having fun, and you're growing your business. Review the toolkit. And this is just sharing the opportunity of the kit for people to learn about your business and what you have. And this can be done in a couple different ways. And then always close and thanking. I always thank my host at the beginning and the end of every party, reminding them that if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have a business. And that is true. If it wasn't for our host, we wouldn't have a business, and we certainly wouldn't have future business at all. And then make sure you thank your guests for attending. They took the time to be there that night, and so thank them for being a part of it. Give them time for shopping, and don't forget to add on. Adding on at your party is not it's not forceful. It is not a bad thing. It's creating add-on sales for your host to get all of her rewards. So come see this in action with your leader. We encourage you to go to observation parties. This is really important so you can see what a live party looks like differently than maybe your grand opening might look like because it's a different environment, different people, different theme. It can be different, which will help you. What are some of your need to know opportunities? Set selling. When you sell in sets, you will make more money. Versus selling a water bottle or a spatula, you want to talk about the Fridge Smart set, a modular set, the Stack Cooker set, even our cookware set. Talk about what they can have. Maybe a baking set that you've put together because you love baking. During our fall and holiday season, we do candy cooking classes. So what does your candy cooking class set look like? Features and benefits of the products that you're demonstrating. I usually talk about the features and benefits of our premium products more so than our smaller items, but sometimes your smaller items are a key component to add-on sales as well, especially when they're in the sales brochure. paint word pictures. When you talk about FridgeSmart and moldy or disgusting cilantro, you just pictured cilantro in your refrigerator going bad, right? So paint the same pictures at your party, and how can FridgeSmart better help them? Give them product knowledge of products that are in your current kit and as the kit that you continue to build. And again, pick 2 recipes that you master. Learn from your customers. No, the customer is not always right, but the customer can teach us a lot. And I have learned from my own customers as well. Go to training and observation parties so that you can learn and grow and be better in your business. And Star Trek is a great way to learn all of this. This is taught quarterly. It's a 6-week training course that is broken down into 6 different classes that really extend more in how to do different things better. More dating training, more product demonstration, how to recruit better, how to time management yourself better, just different things in our Star Trek class that we can teach you, including how to make more money faster. After the party, close your party within 5 days, never over a Friday or the close of a month. So you want to close your parties on Thursday, and if you have a Friday night party, make sure your hosts know that they need to close on the night of the party. And if it's the close of the month, often things are ending on Fridays or the close of our sales month. So if you close the next day, a lot of times you can't get that product anymore, and you're having to give money back and take away host rewards. Use the Tupperware card for payment, and you earn points on this, so ask your director about the Tupperware card opportunity. And then send a thank you card via mail to your host. Sometimes it's fun to do an e-thank you or a virtual thank you card, and you can do thank you cards in different ways, but people still like to receive fun mail, so thank you cards in the mail are really fun to get. Think about when you receive birthday cards and things in the mail. Forward 2+ recruit leads to your party. Forward 2+ recruit leads to your leader from your parties. And each week, if you can, when you're out actively looking for new people to join your business, because when you do this, you'll have the opportunity to grow your team and help other people with what they can have in this business as well. And then forward the future bookings to your leader for the Divine Company calendar updates and update online. On your back office, there's an opportunity to update online for your party updates. And this is really, really important so that we have less back order situations and better sales opportunities for our customers and our hosts. It's a really key component for this. In recruit leads, when you're forwarding that to your leader, they can help you and how to better diagnose that person and where you can help them and where they can grow in this business as well. So for recruit leads, this is also in your Getting Start guide, and this is the begin now and how to share the opportunity, and gives you some great tidbits on word choices and opportunities that you can share with other people while you're out and about. You want to make sure you're always sharing with your host. They're your first person, the person who helped you demonstrate the products. Sometimes you have somebody who jumps in and wants to help you at the party. Give them the opportunity to start the business. Maybe they were a great demonstrator, so tell them that. The person who loved your demonstration, they often are the person who wants to be more a part of it, so ask them to be a part of your business. The person who placed the largest order, because they love product, right? So if they place the biggest order, they want to get the discount. Think about those people. The person who placed the smallest order, maybe they need the income. So show them how easy this can be to start and make money right away. The person who mentioned that they may need the additional income, maybe they didn't place an order at all, or they placed a big or a large order, but they still need more money because maybe they have a vacation coming up, or they're buying a house, or they have a smaller need that they need money for. Who would enjoy a flexible schedule? Tupperware can provide a schedule based around how they want to work versus how somebody else tells them how to work. Growing your team. I want you guys to write down the name of the 3 people you feel would be great additions to your team. Think of them real quick and write them down. Who would be the great person to be alongside with you? Who do you want to work with? Who can you think that needs more income or needs more time with their family, or less time with their family, needs to get out? Next to their name, write down what you feel that they will bring to your unit or your team as you grow in your business. Are they the funny friend personality? Are they a great cook? Are they a great organization? What makes them great to do this? Write down what Tupperware will do to improve their life. Again, it's income. Is it friendship? Is it freedom? Is it flexibility? Is it the financial freedom that they can have in this business? And make contact with them in the next 24 hours. So by tomorrow, I would really encourage you to call those 3 people and reach out to them and tell them you've been thinking about them and you think that they'd be a great addition to your team. Would they like to hear more about the opportunity? And then message or call your upline with your people and their leads and tell them how it went or how can they help you to grow your business. Additionally, why grow your team? It gives you another source of income. It's a second income stream for you. It's fresh ideas and excitement. New people, we always say new blood in the business is great because they provide excitement and new ideas. It gives you an opportunity to change someone else's life. Think about who changed your life by bringing this opportunity to you. You choose how quickly you want to promote in this business and make more money and gifts. Review your career guide to see all of the places the party can take you. Free trips, free jewelry, free cars, and more. First, 1-to-1 standard manager program. Manager welcome 1 new consultant, hold 2 personal parties, and support every consultant in your unit. 3 personal active recruits grows you to manager with $500 plus in minimum monthly personal sales and $2,500 in minimum unit sales. A 10-hour work week investment might look something like this. You have these parties that you have to grow your business and give you the 10% income in addition to your commission for just a 10-hour work week. 2 average personal parties per month with 3 people helping you with 1 party increases that and almost triples for the same hours provided. That's $82 in profit plus, $80 Vanguard bonus, and an additional $162.50 each month in sales. That goes back to that 30-day paycheck, and this becomes weekly. Plus, every level that you step up in that first time, you get a $100, $150, or $200 bonus. When you step up to director, it becomes $1,000. So here's a little diagram of what that might look like for you, and you can see that with this formula, you will have enough in unit sales to achieve manager status. You just earned your step-up bonus, and you'll be paid royalties on your team sales. Star manager with 2 parties is a little bit more. 6 personal recruits, $500, and $5,000 in minimum sales. And here's what your diagram would look like. As you can see with this formula, you'll have enough in unit sales to achieve star manager status. And you just earned your step-up bonus, and you'll be paid royalties on your team sales. Again, your income would be $1,400 in total personal monthly income versus with 1 average personal party per week and 6 people holding parties, you're looking at tripling it again at $157.50 in profit plus. That's another manager bonus. $90 Vanguard bonus, another manager bonus with $247.50 per month. Plus $150 star manager bonus when you step up, giving you $1,647 monthly income for holding those 2 parties. Here's some more Tupperware trivia for you. What is the T-zone in Tupperware? We talked about that earlier, so what does that mean for you? I want to encourage you as we start to wrap it up. I want you to dream big. Imagine what your income will look like when you build leaders as you become a leader. When you build the people will build the business. And that came from Brownie Wise. She was the first Tupperware lady ever in this business, and she is what built this business what it is today from the very beginning. Helping others helps you. Here is what it might look like as you grow and recruit people and they start to promote their own managers. This could be some serious income potential for you. Wow is right. Inspiring just 2 managers below you to increase your unit sales tremendously. Imagine what your team will look like when you utilize all 3 levels. This helps you to become a director if that's what you choose to be. Better together. As you can see, this business is truly better together. You have the support of all the way up the upline up to your business leader, myself. Contact your upline anytime with questions, ideas, and feedback that you need help with or are looking for some more help in. Customer service is a great tool as well. Make sure you write down this phone number and program it into your phone. This is the number you're going to want to call when you ever have any needs with your product, with missing product, with delayed product, or maybe an oops that you need to fix, or just some questions that they can help you with. And everything else you can call your upline. My phone number, whenever you need something, you'll also find it at the top of every Divine calendar each month. And here I provide it for you as well if you need to find me this way. You can also find me on Messenger on Facebook if you choose to find me that way as well. I do try to receive or get back to you as soon as I receive your questions and comments and stuff. So again, better together. Tupperware Fun Night is held every Monday night at 6:30 at our Northern Nevada Tupperware Center, and also via Zoom US for our long distance friends. Come as often as you can and you want to. The more you learn, the more you earn. Check Divine Enterprise Company Facebook page for the most current info and events, and we also have a Divine calendar updated monthly. Attend your manager's unit meetings or gatherings when they hold them, and ask your leader about quarterly Star Trek training that we've already talked about. Spend time in your 24/7 training resources in your back office through the my.tupperware.com Salesforce website and click on training. There is hundreds of opportunities there for you. Watch your My Week email each week, every Saturday from Tupperware with the latest updated information and sales opportunities. So let's take some action. I want you to create a 4-step action plan, starting with creating your list of your 100 and separate it into 3 columns. The yes, no's, and the maybes. Who's going to help you grow in your business and have more that you can have? Number 2, date and hold 3 standard or higher new parties to be held within the next 3 weeks and watch your business explode. Welcome 1 new person to join your team this week and see whose life you can change, and watch how much they can change your life by what they bring to you. And 4th, set up a coaching appointment with your personal upline manager or director so that they can help you to design the best party plan business for you and your family. In that, we have what we call the cycle of success. It takes all 4 of these items to be successful in this business. You need to focus on recruiting, always, always, and see who you can help, but who can help you by being a part of your team. Date parties. You have to date more parties to have future business. And when you date those parties, make sure you party plan. Party plan is the follow-up and follow-through of this business. And then demonstrate. Demonstrate great opportunities that you can have in this business and that you can share what this product can do for other people. Follow the cycle of success, and you too will have continued success in this business. Congratulations for completing this class. There's a Tupperware tablecloth opportunity for you. How do you earn it? This satisfies your new consultant class requirement towards your tablecloth for just $20. Be sure you write down today's date and email your upline and business leader once you have completed all 4 steps of the success. That's that last 4 steps in the success class on the last slide. The 4 steps here include date and hold your go party in the 7 to 10 business days, attend your new consultant orientation, which you just did, attend your Tupperware Fun Night on Monday nights. We want to see your face if you're on Zoom, if you're long distance, and we want to see your face if you're local. And then get yourself qualified at that $1,000 level, and you can have that $20 tablecloth that you'll have for your party demonstrations. Congratulations. We are so glad that you've decided to join us. Remember, you are in business for yourself, but not by yourself. We are here to support you all along the way. We look forward to celebrating your success of how you choose it to be. So again, thank you for joining us. I appreciate the opportunity to share with you. If there's anything that I can do for you in this business, don't be afraid to reach out to myself or your director, and we thank you for your time today. Have a great night.